Any name with good meaning is permissible, but if one wants to get the best one would like to go after the names of pious people whose piety is well known in a sense that people can actually vouch for it. More people, the better. Likewise, those who passed away, and we have some degree of certainty at least that they died as a Muslim. Now, when someone is alive and they still are pious, inshallah ta'ala, but that is what we think about them as opposed to whether they are really, because we don't know how really they are, means how good they are in real terms. They may be very good people, but they may be seemingly good, but not nice generally in their private. Also, whether they would die as a Muslim or not, whether they would stay pious or not. Hence, it is always better to look out for someone who has died and done some good deeds and generally considered to be pious of the past. Inshallah, if you have good opinion of someone who you think is really pious and you are inspired by them and they have been good and you are satisfied with that, inshallah, that's perfectly fine. So any name is fine anyway. So going for their name is, mashallah, good as well. So not a problem at all. It's up to your opinion, and you will be only question about your opinion and your understanding. But obviously, if there are people who are considered pious by more people rather than one individual or few individuals, so the hope is, inshallah ta'ala, that that person is really righteous. He is really someone who people look up to. So the more the better. Not because their looks are good, not because their style is good, rather their demeanor with regards to Sharia, their following the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best. So more scholars going after them, more knowledgeable people and pious people are looking up to them as their ustad, as their mentor, as their teacher. Like with regards to Shaykh Saleem Dhorat of Leicester, Hafidahullah, he's Shaykh al-Hadith, he's Hafiz, he's Alim, he teaches Bukhari, he has got his own institute, he has authored many books, many lectures. Thousands of people have come to Deen through him. His own madrasa, he has graduated hundreds of people from there. Thousands of Hafaz and ulama. Worldwide, he has about, I would say, more than 25 different institutions which are run by his students who graduated through him. So someone who has dedicated his life for the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It may be that most people are not aware of him. Everyone is not, because he's not on television show, he's not a celebrity as such. But this is the type of person you would like to spend some time with. And I can actually say that in my 25 years worth of going after the scholars and listening to and studying with more than 100 different of them, and from all around the world, mashallah, and they're all fantastic and pious. I cannot find any one of them who I do not look up to as my mentors or teachers and ideal in that way that I'm inspired by. But if you say one person that I think at the top of all of them is Shaykh Saleem Dhorat Hafidahullah, for me. Now, and there are thousands of people worldwide in scholarly community, in Buzurg's community, in pious people's community, that they would go after him and meet him personally and ask him to make dua for him. And that is what counts. That, someone who is not a public figure, someone who is doing a lot of khidmah and keeping himself very humble. And that's a personality. And I suggest that anyone who has not met him yet, it will be quite a big misfortune that someone staying in UK and didn't have the, you know, ability to go to see this sheikh or meet him and spend some time with him, because that would be, I was looking for a sheikh and for a mentor and teacher for 15 years, going to different places. And when I met him the first time, literally at that first speech that I heard from him in his masjid, I decided that this is the one I was looking for the last 15 years. So he's someone really special. And as I said, there are many pious people out there. So someone of that caliber, like someone who would love and respect many other scholars. He is someone like Sheikh Taqi Usmani Sahab. He takes Sheikh Taqi Usmani Sahab as his teacher and mentor and take advice from him. Likewise, Mufti Rafi Sahab, his older brother. Both are great imams of the time in Pakistan. Likewise, many in India. So they would come, and in Saudi Arabia. So they would come and meet him and they would spend time there. So you see someone who's, contemporary, who's junior, and who's senior, all love him and appreciate him. And that is something you would like to go after. So, as I said, I have not found, and I found many, mashallah, they're all up to the level of, someone that you could benefit from, and I did, and I still continue to. But at the top is this one sheikh, and not spending time with him, I consider a big misfortune for people living in the West, especially in the UK, because only 2 hours from here. And those who live in Ilford, actually, before lockdown, for many, many years, and inshallah after lockdown, we go there on a monthly basis in their monthly circles. And I take people, you know, uh, in several different cars that we go, so anyone can come with us. So that's an open offer as well. But I suggest people to just spend time with this sheikh. I don't mention this, but generally I think it is a right time to just, since you asked for it, uh, I just wanted to clarify, and I just went on to explain that why I suggested those names, because you want to be with someone who really has a barakah in his life, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah give us all the tawfiq. Sheikh Abu Aliya, Hafizahullah, when he came with us to meet him, and he did a couple of times, I think, and he was so impressed. He was so happy with this man. Sheikh Haytham al Haddad came to see him quite a few times actually, and he would ask him for dua all the time. And they're perhaps the same age though. He's about 57, 58 now, maybe 59, about less than 68. Many pious people would come and speak to him and ask for dua and advices in many ways. He is a gem, really. He is the living gem that people would regret when they find out and they haven't had opportunity to meet him. But anyway, so yes, you can give the name after any person who the meaning should be fine as the guideline is, but it's up to you. I would suggest to go after someone who is more honorable, hopefully in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now when it comes to Sahaba and Prophets, they have got sanctification in a way and certification from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah is pleased with them. So if you have the name of a Sahabi, then that's a definite blessing there. There's no question. But anyway, other than that, the more people are going after someone, I'm not talking about common men, I'm talking about scholars, ulama, the experts, the masters. So if you see ulama frequenting someone for their visits and benefits, then you should know that that's some man you would want to be with. Even if the lay people don't know or don't respect and don't even understand him, it doesn't matter. It matters less, I should say, because it's like a doctor in a specialist field can vouch for someone in the same field better than a common man. A common man would say, I like his attitude, his style, but not his expertise. So the depth would come from the expert of the field, inshallah. Ta'ala. May Allah make it easy.